Red Star, Belgrade, and that atmosphere. My God,
Oh wow.
yeah, that was the most hostile atmosphere like you'd ever I'd ever been to. I remember coming out the tunnel for the warm up, and I was with Josh De Silva. I remember looking at him just like laughing and smiling. Like I remember him saying, "Oh, I love this game." I was like, "Yes, I love this game. Like this is what it's all about." And they're whistling you, they're blowing, like they're throwing things at you.
You remember the week leading up to when you were on the bench against Sheffield? It was Sheffield Wednesday, right?
Yeah, Sheffield Wednesday was my first year bench. Yeah.
Yeah. Do you remember the lead up to that and how you got called in to train with the first team? Was it a surprise to you? Did you expect it? How was it?
Yeah, I trained with the first team like a few times, kind of like before like the period of me getting on the bench. But like I remember, like there was a chance of a few youngsters being on the bench for this game, but I never thought it'd be me. I knew I was in kind of the top group of players, like academy boys that are there, but I didn't think it was going to be me. And then I remember just going over to train there one day, and I think a few of the starters in the Prem, like they did a separate session or something like that, or they was on like the opposing team or something in training. And then I think it might have been Neil Banfield, but that was like he was actually said at this end of the session, like make sure you get your passport or because I think we flew up to Sheffield. I'm not sure. He's like, make sure you get your passport. And I looked around. I was like, well, did you seriously just tell me to get my passport? Like I'm actually going to travel. And I remember thinking, nah, surely not. But then I had to get the tracksuit and that to travel up, and it was it was unreal, to be fair. Like especially as a youngster, like I don't know. I don't know how old I was at the time. Maybe 18, 17, 18. I'm not sure.
Must have been young. I think probably 17, 18 probably at the time.
Yeah. I think around that. Yeah. And I remember Glenn started that game. I remember being on the bench with, I think it was Ishmael Benasser, who's at AC Milan now. Christian Bielik, I think he started that game maybe. I'm not sure. Or he might have come on, but I remember there was 2 injuries early on. Like I think Chamber got injured, and Theo came on and got injured straight away. So I'm thinking, bloody hell, am I going to get on here? But then the substitutes all got used up. But I remember that Sheffield Wednesday, that stadium's got a great atmosphere. Like I remember it's a great atmosphere. I remember we got beat like 3-0 as well. It was a bit of a shocker, but it was obviously really disappointing for the team. But for myself to be on the bench, I was buzzing,
But just talk on that, yeah. For you in that situation, what's kind of going through your mind as a young kid within the first team? You possibly can get your chance. For example, you possibly can come on and make a difference. But then obviously you're saying to yourself probably at that time, wow, this is men's football. I didn't know it was like this even at Sheffield Wednesday. Wow, maybe some players who I've played with in the 23s or 18s or whatever, they're on the pitch right now, and it's not as easy as what I thought it would be. What was going through your mind at that time?
Yeah, all them things really. It was almost like, oh, look at me, I'm on the bench. What my mates going to think of it? Oh, my family are going to be proud. That was one thing that you're thinking about. Then you're thinking about, right there, hold on, like, I could get on any minute here, and obviously you're like nervous. You're like, oh, how am I going to handle it? Like, am I going to be ready for this? Like, you're constantly going through that in your head, but at the same time, you're trying to tell yourself to calm down and relax and just do what you normally would on you're playing in the 23s or 18s. But all them things are going through your head. But then I feel like once you're out there, it goes all quiet, like it's you forget about all that. But yeah, obviously that day I didn't get on, but I remember that a lot of them things were going through my head. I remember thinking the fans were I was warming up and they're just yelling abuse, and I remember laughing because I thought, hey, you know what, this is kind of the level, this is the stage. Even though it was like a FA Cup game or a Carabao Cup game, I thought, yeah, this is where I want to be,
Yeah. Were they in League One or Championship at the time?
They were at Champ at the time, I think. They were Champ, yeah. They had a few. I think they had a few good players.
Yeah,
they had a few decent players. So yeah.
Yeah, it's good, very good level.
Here at FOOTY 258, we're proud to present you with the best football-specific content. We work with many companies and many ballers to give you, the viewers, the best content possible. You, the viewer, we're always looking to help you improve your skill set. In order for you to improve your skill set and for us to keep making these videos, please click the link down below and buy some equipment. The equipment helps us run this channel, and also you subscribing to the channel helps us producing more of these videos to help you with your skill set and your knowledge of the game. Thank you for supporting FOOTY 258.
So how did that impact your thoughts going, moving to the future? Because, you know, you also got another chance, and that chance, you know, that was an even bigger chance for you. How was that, watching that game on the bench and then going forward with the first team from then on?
Yeah, so like that was kind of, I think like that was only the only time I was on the bench that season, and then the season after, I was on the bench for nearly like every single Carabao Cup game or FA Cup game, I think, and then or it might have been the season after that, I'm not sure, but I had a stage where I was on the bench about 8 times, or like I was just constantly just in the squads
In
for
the
like
squad.
the Carabao Cup, Europa, and it was just teasing me. It was teasing me. I was like, come on, like. But at the same time, I was like, oh, am I ready? Am I ready? I was questioning myself, like, if he's not putting me on, am I ready? Does he not think I'm ready? But like you don't know until you're out there. So it was frustrating for me because I knew that I wanted to be out there. I knew that I was good enough, but you never know until you're out there, you know. And then finally, I did come on late on in the Europa League away to Red Star Belgrade, and that atmosphere, my God, is
Oh, wow.
yeah, that was the most hostile atmosphere like you'd ever been to. I remember coming out the tunnel for the warm up, and I was with Josh De Silva. I remember looking at him, just like laughing and smiling. Like I remember him saying, "Oh, I love this game." And I was like, "Yes, I love this game. Like this is what it's all about." And they're whistling you, they're blowing, like they're throwing things at you. And I remember, they're thinking this is the one. And then literally, I got told to warm up. I think like this is like 5-10 minutes before the end. Like Coquelin went down with cramp, and they were like, "I'll go warm up, go on." I was like, "Oh my God, this could happen." And then I literally got 10 yards down the line. They said, "Come back, you're going on." I'm like, "Oh, I'm not even warm yet."
Yeah.
And,
So you always got to be ready.
And then I remember him hobbling off, and I came on. I played like, I don't know, 5-10 minutes, but I got a few touches, did all right. Like, I got near the goal. I remember thinking I shouldn't be near the goal. I was playing CDM, and I was kind of one of the highest players at the pitch. I don't know how I managed to be up there, but I was steady, you know, and I loved it, and it was kind of like, I need a bit more of that. And then I think like a few weeks or a month later, I then came on in the Carabao Cup, against West Ham, into the ironically. And then I played about 10 minutes there, and like it was obviously at the Emirates. You're like, this is it, kind of thing. But once you're on there, you don't realise you're there in a like, lovely stadium until after, when the whistle's gone. You're like, oh wow.
Oh yeah, so many people.
Yeah, so many people. Like, I remember after that game, that made me think, oh, I need more of this, because that was like just like it was like hanging the golden carrot. You know what I mean? I was like, I know that I'm ready for this. Like, I got a few touches on it. I was like, I need a bit more, but. So then that was when after that, then I went to Stevenage, because I thought, right, I'm probably not going to play the remainder of the season at all for the first team, because everyone was fit. They're only left in the Prem, I think. That's all they had left. So I went to Stevenage after that and had that experience there. And then the season after that, when Unai Emery came in, I was basically injured the whole year, and I'd say that was the year where, like, it was my darkest year of my career, because I just was like, I just felt helpless. I was injured. Like other players were doing really well, but I'd say that's when I had the most personal growth, you know. So I wouldn't even change that. And now I feel like I had this good year at Donny, and if it weren't for that previous year, I wouldn't have done so well this year. If you get what I mean.
100%. Just a couple questions. When you're playing in arenas, stadiums like that, how does it feel? And what advice would you give to a young player, you know, making their debut, not knowing what it's going to be like? Do you realize everything's there, or is it almost like you're in an opera and you're on the stage, the lights are on, and everyone's just watching you doing your thing?
I'd say, you know, just like breathe it all in, take it all in, like, and just you know, enjoy the moment for what it is. Because if you just are present in that moment, you're only gonna be the best version of you. Like if you're thinking, oh, what can I go do here? What am I going to do there? You're thinking of past scenarios. You know, you're not gonna get the best out of yourself. So if you just can soak it all in, like be in the moment. That I'm a big kind of I love that sort of like, you know, being now
tunnel
sort of
vision.
thing.
Yeah, channeling
Yeah,
your energy. Yeah.
yeah, just for the moment. And I feel like, yeah, that's what I give young players advice, as well as, you know, believe that you deserve to be there. That you're not there for no reason. So believe that you're there for a reason, and believe all the work you've put in to get yourself there, that's gonna do dividends once you're out on that pitch. You know. So definitely, if you think, you know, I deserve to be here, and just believe in what you've done to get yourself to that point in the first place, and then just let it be. You know, like just express yourself.
And then last question on this topic: putting on the Arsenal shirt, do you feel it's a bit more heavy than any other shirt you've put on before?
Yeah, in a sense, because of the magnitude of the club, and like, you know, the kind of the history that goes with that, for sure. Like, you know, like Arsenal is one of them clubs that is kind of like it is known around the world. So to have that responsibility, I guess, is, yeah, you do feel it. But I feel like the players who perform best are the ones that kind of enjoy that responsibility, enjoy that kind of that weight. Because if you could do that, then, you know,
World's oyster.
Yeah, world's your oyster, like you said. Yeah.
For more content like this, like, share, and subscribe.